In your morning consumer news, airlines are canceling 4% of flights at certain airports today, with more cuts coming. The FAA says the government shutdown is causing air traffic controller shortages. Amy Kiley has some tips if you're flying soon.
There's a number of things you should be doing to be aware.
Experts say travelers who plan to fly soon should know their options. The FAA is building up to a 10% flight reduction at 40 airports. Experts advise people departing within 10 days to keep an eye on their airline's app for changes. They say carriers likely will try to preserve their hub-to-hub operations and cut regional flights instead.
It may not be a bad idea to delay travel if it's non-essential, or if you're in a smaller city, perhaps to drive to one of the larger hubs if it's close by, and also consider buying a backup ticket.
Several airlines are letting passengers change their flights for free. The law requires them to issue refunds for cancellations, but they're unlikely to reimburse stranded passengers for meals or hotels.
We have been rebooked on an 8 o'clock flight, but that flight is also delayed now until 11 p.m. and might never take off.
For people planning to buy tickets soon, experts suggest booking with airlines directly. They say that makes it easier to change flights. They recommend avoiding layovers if possible. And the transportation secretary suggests bracing for Thanksgiving impacts if the government stays closed.
If we have staffing triggers and we don't have enough controllers in an airspace where we did cut 10%, you might see additional delays.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Some airline loyalty programs make it especially easy to cancel flights purchased with miles. Airlines are temporarily providing waivers to change flights without fees. There were a lot of pink slips handed out last month. The number of layoffs announced in October was upward by more than 153,000. That is an increase of 175% from just last October. Also, the biggest jump in that month in more than 2 decades. The company notes that disruptive technology, notably AI, is changing the employment landscape. Your Thanksgiving turkey could cost 40% more this year. The USDA forecasting wholesale prices well above last year. The U.S. turkey population is at its lowest level in nearly 4 decades. They say that's why multiple avian disease outbreaks have shrunk the flock to about 195 million birds. And if you're trying to work off that Thanksgiving dinner, if you own a Peloton, you should stop using it right now. More than 830,000 are being recalled because the seat post can break, causing riders to fall. There have been at least 3 reports of seats detaching and 2 injuries. You should contact Peloton for a free repair. That's a look at your consumer news. We'll